Tell me what I want to hear.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are the Smoking Dragons. We are Savage Dungeon Crawlers, and today is Legend of Arcadia, episode Mithos, session 7. Edgy AF. Let's go. What a fucking session last session was. Oh boy.
No exaggeration.
Oh my god.
I cried for a day.
So many things happened.
And Zera said, anyway.
It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Man.
It's okay.
So
okay.
how's everybody feeling?
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh man. Closest I ever came to a TPK.
Who even likes monks?
Monks, man. Not me.
Bite me.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the recap of what happened last time. So after accepting the job from Mrs. Fair at Fair Drinks, Mrs. Fair decided that Benny should give a little bit of a roughen up to Prilin, just a small punch in the nose, which impaired Rillin's ability to speak normally. So they had kind of like a stuffy nose, with just like maybe slight fractured bones. It hurt a lot, but yeah, they talked funny for a bit. And before leaving the establishment, Nero decided to get a little bit of revenge with the invisible mage hand knocking over a bunch of glasses and alcohol before setting off towards the water filtration plant. But before that, Prilin decides to take them to their home, which is on the outskirts of the water filtration plant, not too far away from it. And they decide that they're going to take a long rest so that it could get a little darker, since it is evening. It's starting to get like that dusk period, that they would infiltrate this this plant at a time when it's easier to stealth. So after during first watch with Chips and Nero, they smelled something odd coming from Prillin's kitchen. They opened the fridge and a rat-tailed creature just happened to be just living in the fridge. And Nero and Chips decided that they needed to evict him. He then retorted that he had squatter's rights, and so they threw the fridge out and then set it on fire with a sacred flame.
Oops.
After that watch had concluded, Finos and Zera took watch and noticed there was a fridge burning outside. Quite weird. And Finos decided, well, it still kind of smells bad in here. I'm gonna have someone clean up the place. So he summoned his unseen servant and began having him clean the place up. And after that watch had concluded, they decided to go wake up Prilin, and they told Prilin about the fridge, and Prilin immediately thought, "Where's Fink? Did you see Fink?" Finos and Zera, not knowing who this was, decided to help Prilin find Fink, which Fink came around and was rightfully upset that Nero and Chips had destroyed the source of his cold. He loves the cold. So Prilin decided to bust a mission over to a few doors down, 3 to be specific, to steal a fridge And after a few failed attempts at getting the fridge out, woke up the owner of said fridge as he began blasting. Hearing this noise, Finos immediately decided to wake everybody up and booked it over to that house to assist Prilin in the acquisition of this fridge, or at least to diffuse the situation. Meanwhile, Fink had wandered back in. Nero and Chips, realizing that this intruder has now re-entered the home and now he needs to be taught a lesson, decided to take the hammer to him as Zera attempts to explain, but her tiny arms only reach so high and the hammer just goes right above, and they begin bashing into Fink as Chips pulls out his crossbow and shoots Fink, impales him to the wall through his shoulder. And Zera finally is able to convince them that Fink is a friend, not a foe, to hit with a hammer. I know, I'm terrible. We're going to get past that. We're going to move on. Okay. Finos, back at the other house, had convinced the owner of the fridge to stop shooting and bought the fridge off of him. And so then they proceeded to escort the fridge back to Prilin's abode as this entire chaos is going on. Installed the new fridge. Fink is happy in his new cold space, and everybody is just a little bit more confused. After having this long rest and watches concluded, they decide that it is time to infiltrate the water filtration plant. Heading up to the outer gates, Exolosian guards are standing watch, and Finos is able to talk past them as they scanned him and realized what he was and let the group on through. Further in, they found two members of the Resistance faction, which they sequentially dealt with the utmost stealth, thanks to Prilin. And then they decided to enter inside the building, and it didn't take long to find this second in command, Catan, as they watched him redirect a blaster bolt that was fired at him by someone posing as a Resistance member, as he took that blaster bolt and threw it right back into the man's head, instantly killing him. They decided to try to sneak down the stairs. Didn't work. Stairs came tumbling down. Combat ensued, and a rough battle was fought. It was 7 on 5. No, it was more than that. No, it was 7 on 5. 3 up top, 3 up. Yeah, 7 on 5. So the odds were looking pretty good, as a lot of spells were cast. Finos summoning a draconic spirit, and Nero summoning a celestial guardian along with his spiritual weapon. Blows were traded, and an intense battle ensued while Catan just began to work his way through our group of heroes, sequentially knocking down each one. Prilin the first to go, or Finos actually the first to go, with some of Catan's special augments and explosive techniques, caused major damage to the group. Again, Finos the first to go, Prilin next, and then I believe it was Nero right after.
I think so.
And then the scariest moment of all, watching Chips take a hit and fall to the ground unconscious. The scariest moment for Zera, the lonely halfling, only one up, hiding, and with all of her might and magic, summons a guiding bolt that drills into Catan's chest. Seeming like he is going to repel it, it drills further in and out the back as he falls dead. Zera, quickly doing the best that she could, was able to stabilize Nero and Prilin, and Finos and Chips were able to escape death momentarily. Nearly the entire party fell. But the story is not yet over for these heroes. And this is where we delve back into Legend of Arcadia, episode Mithos. Whew. Think I got everything. So with that, Zera, Prilin, and Nero, you are the only ones who are up. Chips is still knocked out on the ground, as is Finos, as he's suffered some pretty bad burns. Chips looks like he may have a couple broken bones, maybe a dislocated jaw. Catan hit hard. He was probably one of the toughest people you've ever faced.
Second, the latter was the first.
Nero's gonna like shakily like stand up, and his eye is gonna glow faintly as he's trying to like process everything around him, and he's gonna see Finos and Chips both just like like on the side, and he's gonna point toward Chips, and is going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level. A 4. I think I dropped that one, but I don't care. And a 1. I get that. That's fine. For 8, 9 plus 5, 14 points of healing.
With that, you see, as you point at Chips, you see the bones resetting, the jaw cracking back into place, and Chips, you are now awake.
Thank you, Nero, for the heals.
An interesting thing to say when you narrowly escape death. But this is Chips we're talking about.
What do we expect?
How's Chips' ego? I don't think he's ever really fell in a fight before.
Yeah.
He's more like exactly how I planned it.
I knew something like this would happen sooner or later. Ugh.
Did you see how my face took out his fists? Did you guys see that?
Really had him on the ropes.
I can keep casting spells if you guys would like.
Finos is the only one
Got
that's
9 points.
that's knocked out.
And then Nero tapping into a little bit more of his magic reserve, running out, I might say, is going to also 3rd level Finos Healing Word for 12 points of healing.
As the burns start to heal over, Finos, you are awake.
Oh, good. You're finally awake. Come on,
I can
Skyrim
also
all day.
cast Healing Spirit, but it only heals 1d6 for 2nd level.
You see,
Really? It doesn't add a modifier or anything?
wrong character sheet there.
The spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcaster ability modifier, which I think is 3.
It's 7.
Oh, 7?
Oh,
Okay.
no, the modifier. No,
I was about to say,
modifier-
that's probably a spell
modifier's 3.
attack.
Modifier's 3,
Okay.
sorry.
So it would be 4d6?
If you, I guess.
You
if
used
the
it all
DM
in one person.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
2nd level, or that's third level, sorry. So second level is 1d6. If you want to cast it at third level, you still do have a third level slot. It would be 2d6.
Okay. Yeah, I could do a third
So
level slot.
so you could do that. You can do 2d6 4 times.
Okay. Yeah.
Shoot, why do you even need me?
I mean, it's good to have coverage.
As Zera demonstrated.
Well, I only have 2 third level spell slots.
So yeah, this would be your second third level spell slot.
Yeah.
So who are you can divvy up who each of the 2d6 goes to if you want to spread it out or if you want to give it all to one person. Up to you.
I'm not sure who
Kills himself.
lowest. Yeah.
You can.
Who's the lowest HP?
I got
Probably
9.
Zera and
Looks the
Prilin.
lowest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all around the same.
We're all very low.
Okay. Then I'll do is it 4d8?
So it'd be 8d6, so you can spread around 2d, like each 2d6 a piece. So if you
Okay.
wanted to do the other,
I'll do everyone 2d6.
so everyone except you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw,
everybody-
chips.
So go ahead and roll those 2d6. So first for Rillin,
4.
that's total.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 points of healing. Zera,
10.
10 points of healing to Zera. Nero,
Please say 2.
3.
Better than 2.
and now Finos.
8.
Nice.
I'm
Fantastic.
holding
spread.
on to my third spell slot in case I need to do not big, but some AoE heals.
Spreading that love. All right. So now you have Katan's dead body in front of you. What are you guys going to do?
Search his dead body.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation for me, please.
21.
21. All right. Let's see. Oh, by the way, you all level up.
Ooh, nice.
You say it
Yay!
was okay, did we level up before or after I used all my spells?
After.
Okay.
We're all up.
I won't be that mean.
I was like, wait a minute.
Oh god.
I forgot how. I don't think I leveled up myself.
We're gonna have to go
he
through this
just
again.
told us.
I just
okay.
told you guys to level up. So you guys are now, I believe, level 10.
Level
10.
10. Level
Okay.
10. All right. Oh, nice.
Always remember, clerics and druids, you can always change your prepared spell lists.
All right, everybody set?
Almost.
Hurry up, 97. Okay. Come on.
Oh my god, seeing some of the stuff you can learn. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, I definitely know what I'm picking. Because
Your nose.
it's a selfish spell. It's not going to help the group at all. It is just to help me.
Sounds very Finos.
Exactly.
A little.
Okay, I'm good.
So am I.
Wait, I did not roll a hit dice.
You don't have
Son of
to
a-
you don't have to confirm if this is correct or not, but I'm gonna send my guest over to you.
Oh, I'll let you know.
Am I
All
right?
right. Hold on. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew
That's
it. The
it.
moment I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, he's picking that spell. He so is.
Yep. That's it.
It's that one brain cell.
Damn, I'm
happening
good. Oh, Oh man, that's so good. That's so good. It's a good spell. All right. Now is everybody ready? Okay. So, Prilin, as you are searching Catan's body. Oh no, where did the page go? It's okay. I already know what it was. Freaking closing windows when I didn't mean to. You find a small pouch that contains round objects. I'm not really sure. Seems like there's like about 6 of them in there.
I found a bag.
You just
Can I get a closer look? Do they appear to be magical, more specific, explosive in any way? She's like sitting there holding it and kind of shaking it, and I'm like, oh.
Roll Arcana.
That's a natural 20, and I got an
Nice.
8, so 28.
Ooh.
They are absolutely magical
Okay.
and extremely dangerous.
Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna be like, maybe don't shake them. Definitely magical. Extremely dangerous. I'm not sure what type.
Does this look any familiarity to Zera?
I don't think so, but you can roll a history check.
That's a nat 20 as well. Roll 20's being
Nice.
kind.
As you open the bag and you take a look at them, they look like marbles, but they're vastly different than normal marbles. You've seen these be used to contain things before. With if something was to go wrong in your grandma and grandpa's shop, they kept a couple of these on hand, and they would throw them at something that's about to explode, and it would contain the explosion within a force field and prevent it from getting out. Unfortunately, if the thing was going to explode, it would also just completely decimate anything that was inside it. So they'd have to start from scratch with whatever they were working on. But it was going to blow up anyways, so.
I'm with Finos. We should really be careful with these.
So, Prilin, go ahead and add a bag of marbles to your inventory. Just put it in other. A bag of 6 marbles.
Bag of 6
In quotations,
marbles.
obviously. Marble.
Marble.
I whisper to Prilin, keep those away from ships.
I already planned on it.
Perhaps you could give them to Fink. It seems he has lost his own.
If you just didn't open the goddamn door.
I mean, that's assuming that he started with some.
He didn't.
Fair point, Zezer.
He didn't. just leave Fink alone, man. He should have kept the door closed.
I mean, you ended up getting a new fridge and a colder home for Fink anyways.
You can't
I'm sure-
talk sense, man. Don't talk logic to me.
Also,
Oh, yes, I was just saying, I'm sure your house is already filthy again anyways.
Probably.
He's been probably very busy.
it is beneficial, though, that the seal seems tighter on this new unit. The stench is not as pungent.
That's good. That's good.
What else have you learned from him? As he points to Catan's corpse.
Prilin, what you've learned mostly while searching the body is these augmentations that he had he didn't have missing body parts. He had them installed directly into his skin. And usually with this kind of augmentation procedure, it is very painful. Usually the augmentation procedures are for people with missing limbs or needing to replace them. So it's not as painful. It kind of hurts, but it's only to attach it to the fleshy bits that are like the nubs and stuff like that. But he had these directly drilled into his bones. These augmentations are not coming off without professional tools.
Well, from what it looks like, Catan here is a little bit of a masochist because he didn't lose any body parts. He just screwed himself with fucking all these augmentations into himself, into his body. So I'm it's a little psycho.
Most people who go through this intense of an augmentation procedure tend to lose their mind because of just the amount of pain and mental trauma it causes. It's almost like the technology overwrites the brain to where they're not really a person anymore. They're more just fucked up. No better way to put it. These kind of augmentations are rare, but they have been cropping up more lately.
You don't think they can be salvaged, Prilin?
Unless you're really, really good with mechanics, it's not the same as just taking it off. It's in there.
Exploding chips would be wonderful. I don't think it's in the cards.
I don't know that we should just leave the body here, though. If these are, if this is a lot of augmentation on this body, I don't know that we want this falling into the wrong sort of hands. I mean, we could just toss him out to the guards outside, I guess, but... Nero, you look like you've got something in your mind.
Well, part of it's who am I again, part of it's Nero. Do we know, did Miss Fair build Benny or fix Benny herself or
Mrs. Fair has fixed Benny herself.
Okay. Nero's gonna be like, that is a good point, Zera. Perhaps these pieces could be used for something, perhaps protection of a certain establishment. And then his eyes are gonna go over to Prilin. From thieves.
Yeah, I mean, you want to bring the whole body back to Mrs. Fair?
That's a bit gruesome. I mean, I know we've done...
She sent us out to
some
kill him.
things, but...
She sent us out to kill him. I'm sure she wants to see
also
it.
that is pretty fair.
You could polymorph into a ant and transport the ant.
You're not wrong.
Our wizard has cast greater invisibility, however. It seems he is missing.
Finos! Finos!
Marco!
Where are you?
Marco!
Ah!
It was a one-time use scroll.
That was better than I can do.
I mean, I guess we could. Something that's dead.
It's a very good question. I don't know if it's ever been tried.
Because I mean, whenever it's knocked unconscious, I mean, assumes it has hit points, right? Because it's a creature. It's not like a. It does say creature. It ceases being a creature and turns into a corpse, right? like
An
Like, I don't
inanimate
know.
object, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's an inanimate object. Interesting thought experiment, but I don't think it's going to work here.
Nero's gonna turn to Chips and say, "Well, we have the second best thing," and he's gonna like slap one of Chips, big old arms, and be like, "If you wouldn't mind." And Nero's going to cast guidance. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Seeing the technical bits and pieces and thinking about what Nero is asking Chips to do, Zera is gonna freak out and be like, "No, don't break them, please." And she's gonna go over and try and, if there's a particular augment that she can see that would be more useful for Mrs. Fair or Miss Fair, she's sort of ask Prilin, what do you think is what would be most useful? I don't. I just do techie stuff. I don't do the implement usually.
Would I know what the best part is?
Intelligence check.
Oh shit, I just dropped my die. Oh no! There he is. Okay. 5.
It all looks pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's all augments.
I guess I'll have the fireman carry his body.
We can cushion him a little bit, and Nero's gonna like pull out his bedroll and just like start rolling Tan's upper body in his bedroll, and be like, "There you are, Chips. This should be also easier on the skin. You don't want one of these pointy bits," as he points to one of the probably spiky augments that are like sticking out, digging into you.
You Nero for the bedroll.
He's still gonna cast guidance on Chips.
All right, Chips, if you're going to carry the body, go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
I keep dropping us.
Remember, you can add a D4 to
7.
the result.
Oh, D4.
Oh,
11.
Was that a 7 on the die?
No, it was a 2 on the die.
Oh,
Oh. To be fair, Chips did have a big battle, and he did get his dome rocked.
Oh, this is a lot of metal. It's heavy.
I'm going to grab the unbound legs because it'll be like at an angle. Because I am Are you 7 foot or like 7'2"?
7
like,
foot.
Yeah, I'm
6'9".
I'm 9 inches shorter than you, so there's still an incline, and I'm just gonna like hold the legs behind Chips. We're just gonna walk like an ugly 2-person horse.
2-and-a-bit person horse.
All right. So you begin to carry the body out of the water filtration plant, and as you get to the entrance, you open the door, and the Exolosian guards are standing outside. We heard noise. Is everything all right in there?
everything is absolutely fine.
Deception.
Good. Good. Nat 20 with
My-
a plus 12.
My God, you guys, tonight.
Making up for that ladder
32.
climb.
Yeah, you guys are. Oh, okay, fantastic. We'll go ahead and check the inside, and because we heard a lot of noise, and we'll clean up the area, make sure the water is safe.
It's a good idea.
Go about your business.
Thank you.
It's frozen.
Bye.
You should really work on the construction in there. Those stairs weren't very good.
Okay. What the fuck? As you guys are just going out.
That like quick walk that's like, yeah, I'm totally not sus.
Okay, I'm done. You can tell I'm sleepy. Just kidding. That was a different dragon's name. Who's not?
I'm just kidding.
Not
Meow.
I'm just kidding. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Wow.
Oh, Meow. All right. So you begin walking down towards the outer gates of the water filtration plant. There are no guards there. They left their post to go check the inside. You can just open the gates and you're out, and you're heading towards Fair Drinks, and it's gonna take you a bit to get there, about 30 minutes or an hour. And at about this time, you now have, I believe, again, I was not able to fact check myself, so you have anywhere between 18 and 26 hours, roughly, until the diplomats need to be back in Exelos. And then the day after that is the celebration for Mithos.
It's still dark right now.
It is still dark. It is late into the early hours of the morning, roughly around 2-3 o'clock.
Okay.
So you walk through the quiet night streets of Atmos. You hear birds chirping, and you hear a lot of the other wildlife that congregates around the different foliage and nature around. And you now are on the outside of Fair Drinks, and the sign says closed.
Time does it open? Is there a sign?
Don't worry about it. I know a way in. I'm sure she's in there. No worries. I got this. She doesn't answer at the door. I'll go let her know we're here. I'm just gonna try knocking first.
So you knock. Do you know how late it is?
We did it. We got it done. He's dead. I'm
What?
free.
Hold on.
Ta-da!
That him?
Yes. Yeah.
She looks around. Come inside. Set him on that table there.
Nero's gonna look around. Where are the diplomats? Also, I just saw what Chips did. Sorry.
Where are the diplomats? Bah!
Did you tell Nero you were gonna do that, or did you just throw him?
I think you just threw him.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on.
Where are the diplomat? Roll a dex save.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's a one. That's in that one.
Where are the diplomat? Crash through table.
Such a great impression on Miss Fair.
Will you idiots stop making so much goddamn noise? Well, you wrecked my table. I suppose that's fine. Benny will fix it. So, how was everything?
Well, we almost all died, but got the job done.
Well, Mr. Dubbo, your reputation precedes you.
He almost died too.
Hey!
He didn't
It was
pull
a tough.
that much weight. Zera's the one that did like the tough pulling. She got us out of all that sticky situation. So if you're gonna thank anybody, she's the one that finished him off.
Mrs. Fair is looking around. I only see 4 of you.
Down.
Zera's gonna just put her hand on the table and cast mending. And hi.
Oh, well, aren't you just a little bundle of joy? Sorry, it made me sound like I was calling you a baby. You're just very small. Thank you for the table, by the way.
It's okay. I get that a lot. I've been small all my life, so.
So you mean to tell me that this one was the one who put an end to Catan over there?
Got that final blow in. Saved all our asses.
I helped, yeah.
Well, a deal's a deal. Y'all get free drinks for life.
Yes.
And thief.
Yeah.
Don't let me catch you stealing in my bar again.
I promise I won't ever do it again. I promise. Turning a new leaf.
Sounds like that mouth of yours healed up a little bit. Sounded much better.
Yeah. My friends helped me out with that just a little bit after I almost died.
Well, she unrolls Catan and just grabs like the torso, just like underhooks and just lifts and sets on the newly mended table. Yeah, this son of a bitch is augmented to the core. I remember there being something in his chest. Looks like you disintegrated it.
Oops.
Which is fine.
Question: was he wearing clothes
He was.
over his chest?
Yes.
Okay. Nero's gonna be slowly getting up and be like, and how would you know of such a thing being there?
He showed it to me last he was here.
Oh, would it be wrong to say I'm a little jealous?
I am officially stunned. That hasn't happened in a while.
It seems this monk was able to hit you after all. Sorry, it's a little Chips metagaming for you there.
Well, the thing in his chest was a high-grade explosive. Where if his heart stopped beating, he would self-terminate. Seems like you inadvertently turned it to dust.
Well, you have fun with that.
Oh, it's no longer active. Don't know how you would have done it. Anything impacting it really would set it off. And there's a clean hole right on through as she just goes down. Gets a rag and just wipes. And all these other pieces could fit nicely on my Benny.
That's why we brought him back. Yeah.
I'll throw in a little something extra for you then, since you've kept him mostly intact. Only thing I would have had a problem with was the chest piece, but that was taken care of. Well, I'll be right back, and I'll go get your elves.
Thanks.
And she walks behind the bar, and then you hear a shink, and then you see her from behind the bar.
Is Benny hanging around?
Yeah, he just walks over. This was the idiot who stopped me from extricating him. I'm glad he's dead. Patooey.
You're welcome.
I'll drink to that.
That's
Speaking
exactly
of-
what I was gonna say. I'll drink. I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
I was gonna ask
free.
Benny to do that. I wasn't gonna just
Go
straight
behind her
up
bar.
Would you like me to serve you a drink, small one?
Yeah, I think I need one after tonight. This morning. The week. Yeah, the week.
He walks over to the bar, and he grabs a glass, and then... Psst. Oh, dear. Another. Psst. Oh.
Perhaps you should stop, Benny.
You hear from down... Benny, are you trying to grab cups again? Stop it! Break all my cups! Just trying to be helpful. I am having an existential crisis. There is no one needing extricating at this moment. I know not what my purpose would be right now. Sigh.
You could extricate the glass. Finos, pour me one.
What a wonderful idea. He grabs the broom and dustpan. Shh. 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 No good nefarious idiot. Zzzt, 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 out the back door. Psst. Extricated. Zzzt, zzzt, and he just puts his zzzt, zzzt, hands on his hips and kind of like tilts his head up, almost as if to mimic a prideful stance.
You did it. Good job.
What is it that you are doing?
Celebrating.
Nothing.
Clapping.
Clapping. Like this.
Nero's like, oh, I was worried
ouch.
about this.
And at that point, you realize how strong Benny is, because it is just loud, and he's just doing this.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the motion.
You can stop now. Brittany, you can stop now.
I was celebrating.
You did it. Very loudly, but you did it.
Shall I celebrate the celebration?
No, it's okay. You don't need that. No, please.
And you know what the
Noted.
best thing after a celebration is?
A nap.
Exactly. A good nap.
Nap. I'm afraid that word is not in my vocabulary.
Sleep?
Sleep mode engaged.
Got it. Can I?
You're good with these things, Real.
No, I couldn't remember if it was nap or sleep. I've done it before.
You got away with it last time?
Yeah, she didn't really make it that hard to get him to turn off.
I mean, you do have free drinks for life here, but don't steal any food.
Well, I was gonna steal some money, but
No, don't.
Nero's gonna glare at Rillen.
it was a joke. Maybe. She's not back up here yet. I'm looking around.
Do any of the icy pieces on Catan look somewhat removable? Like any of the augments that made cold?
Investigation.
I'm not very intelligent.
You can always ask a buddy for help.
Unless I roll an 18 on the die.
There you go.
23.
That's true.
You pull up you lift up the hand, and it seems that there are 3 separate power cells, each filled with a different colored plasma. And there's red plasma, there's yellow plasma, and then there is blue plasma. From what you can tell, each of these correspond to an element. Red being fire, yellow being acid, and blue being cold. And it seems like you could maybe jostle it free with a little bit of a,
Yeah,
working
Nero's gonna look at either the technical person, Zera, and Rillen as he just like looks at his gauntleted maws, and he's gonna be like,
I was hoping to get a gift of goodwill for Fink after everything.
and he's gonna like look up at
Maybe.
Chips with like a half smile.
Would Zera, Rillen, would one of you be able to navigate this?
As he points to the blue plasma.
I can try to use some of my skills to take it off. I'm good at disarming traps. I don't know if I'm that technological though.
Zero would love to.
You could do it together.
Together.
Getting to dissect some technology, that's Zera's thing.
Maybe get something for myself so I have if there is anything else.
So I'll have if Rillen is assisting you, I'll have Zera, you roll Arcana at advantage to remove each of these plasma containers. Plasma cells, I should say.
Ooh.
So that's a 22.
The cold cell, as you fiddle with it, you grab out one of your tools and then
Pop down the little not sunglasses.
the visor.
Glasses. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the cold cell has been removed. You can attempt with the others as well.
Yeah.
All right, advantage for all the others.
Yeah, definitely take the 24 over the 6, which was a nat 1 that I get to disregard.
All right. The flame cell
Nice.
has been removed, and advantage on the last one.
So that'll be a 22 again.
Easily done.
I just skipped 2 nat 1s, which as a halfling I get to reroll, but I got to skip 2. That's good.
Yes.
You now have all the cells that were in his palm. And Zera, judging by these cells, they could be used to modify weapons. If you had the right parts, maybe you can make a pit stop over in Exelos to Grandma and Grandpa's shop. Maybe find some parts there. Maybe outfit a couple things. But gears are turning.
Got an idea about this. If Fink can definitely have the cold one, and
Fuck
I do
Fink,
agree. I think it should come from Nero or Chips. She's just gonna hold it out for either of you to take.
I just want the fire. Go away, Chips. You didn't do any work.
To be fair, he's the one who left the lasting memory. He's the one who impaled him with a dagger.
Exactly. You hurt him. You don't get shit.
No, he's gonna bury the hatchet. Hopefully not
No.
in Fink, but still.
Phrasing.
No, because
yeah.
Chips is just going to take it for himself. I know Chips. He raised me. Okay?
All right. And as you guys are fiddling over the cells, Mrs. Fair is returning up. So you have a quick moment to quickly pocket those. And Mrs. Fair walks up with the 3 diplomats. There, safe as promised. And now, something for y'all. She, under the bar, pulls out and places down a staff. More like a rod. But it is quite long, could be used as a quarterstaff. However, it has some mechanisms on it.
Care
If you would like
explain?
to,
I just asked her if she wants to explain what it is.
This is what I call you ain't going nowhere rod. So all you do, you hold it up, you hit the button, and she lets go and it floats in the air. Go on, Chips, try to pull it. Roll athletics.
25 or to 30. Is it 30? 30. Roll 30.
11.
You pull. This thing is not budging. It is stuck.
Can you imagine if you rolled a 30 and he just started like inching it?
Just a little bit.
I am Thor!
And as you're pulling, she hits the button again and you fall back. And it is now in your hands. So yeah, you just hit that button and it don't go nowhere. Figured it might be a nice little icing on top of the cake, as it were.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Fair. I'm sorry, Miss Fair. Now look at Nero.
Nero's going to wink at Chips and then like turn with a coy like, did we do a good job kind of look, you know? Like Miss Fair.
I'd say you did rather well.
Well, unfortunately, very much on my end, we probably have to depart quickly. But after this is all said and done, I'd love to come back for a drink.
She walks up to you, grabs you by your armor, and pulls you in and gives you a big kiss on the mouth. And after she pushes you away, you do that, moon hippie.
Nero's just gonna like stand a little confidently.
I knew you had a good side to you. I can't wait to explore what other sides you have as well.
Like 20 of them.
She just she looks at Nero and is just like,
well, Akko, Kiel, Isidore,
And Nero's gonna look at everybody else.
I'm not sure how much time we have left, but things are moving rather quickly.
are we going to the capital now?
Please, Moon Mommy, let us go there unhindered. You know.
Just get there.
Quick, Prilin, pray. It's what you're doing now.
Pray. Please. I did good. I didn't steal anything.
Do you guys exit the establishment fair drinks?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Before I exit, I take the staff and put it in my pocket.
It does not fit in your pocket.
All right. Then I guess I use it as a walking stick.
Do that. That's a way to use it. So you depart from fair drinks and you head towards the train station, where at this point it is now about 4:30 in the morning, and the first train departs at 4:45. So all you have to do is go and buy your tickets and take the train to Exelos, running along, I believe it's the red line. Let me just double check. No, the purple line. Red line is to Circos. And it is going to be about a 3-hour train ride.
How much do the tickets cost?
5 Electrum.
Okay.
So that is in total. Why can't I math? 40 Electrum.
Somebody mind buying my ticket?
Of course. Nero has spent 0 money in this game, so he will happily hand over 40 Electrum.
I told you to use the fake money. I tried.
So, Chips, go ahead and add the immovable rod to your inventory, or I can do it for you. Either way, doesn't matter to me.
I can do. I figured out how to do it before.
Okay, cool. So you purchase your tickets. You step aboard the train. You are in the second train car, and there are currently other people with briefcases, just getting on the train, ready to go to work. It is the early morning grind, especially a day before celebration. There's lots of work to be done. The train is kind of packed.
Is there anyone who is paying too much attention to us?
Go ahead and roll perception.
That's an 8.
Everybody seems to be, just kind of like a couple people like look at you because you guys kind of stand out. Other than that, nothing else really stands out.
Do these tickets have seat numbers, or do we have to be in certain sections?
The tickets are for the whole train, but they directed that the second train car is the only one that has space. So you find seats where you can. So you guys are kind of a little spread out, but not too much. You guys are still like a little close to each other, but there are other people kind of like sitting between you with like briefcases, and they're just kind of like and they're just kind of trying to like avert their eyes, like not really look at you, because they're just like, who the fuck are these people?
Zera, when you did the latter thing, I saw you were able to bend the metal. Would it be possible for you to do something similar with the release? I'd hate for us to get all this way again for the trains to separate once more.
And he looks like PTSD laden.
I don't know that I can do that, but I can definitely check to make sure it's not going to happen again. I'll try and
From what you remember of the
splice into
ladders,
the break thing.
From what you remember of the ladders, they were made of a special alloy that allowed them to bend. So they weren't really I mean, they're common material, but they're not used in the trains.
Hey, Real.
Mm-hmm.
People look out for any train authorities, yeah?
Yeah.
He's just going to duck down and go to the panel on the wall and just make sure that none of the programming or wires have been futzed with or fiddled with.
All right, starting off, stealth.
Hey, that's at 21.
Nice.
Just kind of meander over. Oh, hello. Sorry.
Hello there.
My phone
Hello
on vibrate. So you kind of meander over, just kind of like being nonchalant about it, and you just begin to splice in. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
$19.
Programming seems fine. Doesn't seem like there's anything amiss.
I'm going to just do a visual check on the coupling as well.
Okay, so you open the door and you check the coupling. Go ahead and roll investigation.
14.
Coupling looks fine. Looks recently tuned up. Nice and shiny. So seems like they might have just replaced these couplings. So rather new.
Head back to my seat and pat Nero on the leg and just be like, yeah, should be good. I have no idea what that other roll was. My tablet's on something.
You're muted, I think.
I am muted, thank you. Nero's gonna nod and look over and make sure that the diplomats are all settled in fine.
With their hoods up.
Yeah, they're kind of sitting there with the hoods up, and a couple people are just kind of like trying to sneak a peek. Like what are they hiding? Anybody else doing anything?
Unless people get too close. If they do like really get up on the diplomats, and Zera will do the overly friendly, hey, how's it going?
Just keep a lookout for
One
anyone
person kind of is
suspicious.
like leaning more in, and then you, hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry. Just, Hoods and cloaks freak me out. Sorry.
As they
That's
say
okay.
that-
People freak them out.
As they say that, I put up my hood. Kind of like, kind of sleep down a little bit.
Ugh. And you hear the train. The train begins to depart. Yes, Nero.
Nero's going to do something different. He got rid of augury, but changed something else. He's going to cast divination. So he's going to do a similar thing, except this time instead of having the little stacky boys, he's just going to use his eye. And he's going to ask Viofa, are we going to get to the Exelos station without problem?
As your eye begins to glow, your vision peers up to the moon, and you see the visage of Viofa as she looks down, and she gives you a smiling nod.
Okay. Nero's going to close his eye, and the light's going to disappear, and he's just going to like visibly relax in his seat.
Train ride passes by rather quickly as as the dawn begins to break, and it is now daytime as you pull into the Exelos station. From this station, it is about a 1-hour walk to the Tower of Exelos. And as you enter into Exelos, this large metropolis spans out before you, buildings upon buildings just stacked against each other, and what seem to be many machinations just flying around, drones, what have you, people on speeder bikes going by, and everything kind of working as like almost like a cohesive unit technologically. It's a sight that never ceases to amaze even those who have been around it for so long. Just how much this city runs on autopilot, with everybody doing their thing, even the people with their routines going to work. It's almost as if like a simulation is being run every day, and it's just exact same thing happening, routine, all that stuff. And after walking for about an hour, you finally reach the base of the Tower of Exelos, where you have 4 Exelosian guards standing right at the entrance. And they halt. Present yourselves for scanning.
I'll step forward first.
Ah, yes. Right this way. And they gesture you to enter.
Good next.
Are they letting the whole group in, or are they?
They're letting you in one at a time.
Okay, I'll like step in, but stop like just right on the other side of him and turn around and wait.
Before Chips goes, Nero sees this in this process, and he's going to move to the back to make sure he's behind the diplomats.
All right, who steps up next?
step out next.
Chips, you step up. Very good. You may enter.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Who's next?
Zero go next. Noticing Rill's
It's just like,
hesitancy,
oh god.
sort of be like, it's all right. It's just a bit of. It's less than what they do at the doctors. I promise. Just gonna step in.
The guard
It's
looks.
a good idea.
Step right in.
Cheers, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
My turn.
Rillin, you step up.
As the beep starts going, Nero's gonna like casually stick out his hand and cast Dispel Magic on the detector, if that will work.
Roll stealth. Because I believe it is somatic.
Sorry.
It's verbal and somatic, yes. I'd
Okay.
have to use my hand.
Oh.
That's a nat 20.
With the wave of your hand, you whisper the words, and the scanner. Come on. What? Well, there was an issue, but I saw in there that you are, in fact, hired by the council.
Yeah.
There was something also about warrants of arrest, but
No.
if
No,
you're,
none.
if
None.
if you're hired by the council, please step in.
Yeah, I have zero warrants for my arrest. I can promise you that.
I don't believe you, but just go inside.
Okay.
Nero's gonna. Oh, I guess it's Zero one. Zero already went, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nero's gonna start escorting the diplomats, pushing them in a line.
Can I get your scanner, please? Mine's on the fritz.
Go.
Sometimes these augments are just ridiculous, aren't they?
You have no idea. All right. Strange. I don't have anything in my computer for this.
Nero's gonna lean in and say,
These 3 gentlemen are being escorted, and the council would appreciate, as would us, your cooperation in making sure that they get to their final destination.
Oh, these must be the diplomats then.
Nero's gonna like look around as he says the word out loud and just like do a like slight nod.
Nothing to worry about. This is a secure area. Gentlemen, please step inside. The 3 just kind of like confused, and they're just kind of like trying not to look up because they saw a couple things earlier, and they're just like, this is a lot. And they're just gonna try to go inside. And now, Nero, you're the last one to step up. Perfect. Step inside, please.
Before we do that, there's something important I must discuss. Who is your head of security?
He's off duty today.
And who would be next in charge, next in command?
Well, currently that's me.
Excellent. Nero's gonna grab him and just take him inside with him.
What are you doing? Get your hands off me.
And then he's gonna like walk in front of Zera and be like,
Zera, this is
And he's going to point to him for his name.
He just gets out of your grip. Bellamere.
Bellamere. Well, Bellamere. And he's going to look out to see the other three guys out there and try to keep it quiet. You may like to believe that this is secure, as you stated outside, but we have information that perhaps everything is not as it seems. And in fact, this tower itself is in imminent danger. And we need thorough security sweeps, physical and technical, as he's going to point to Zera. And I'd recommend bringing in the head security officer, regardless of where he is.
Well, I could give him a call.
Wait. Before you give him a call, is he just normally off on these days, or is this a special request?
He said it was a family emergency.
Let's not give him a call.
Why not?
You look like a trustworthy man, Bells.
Thank you. I tried to be. So what you're saying is that this tower is in imminent danger. That seems ridiculous.
Does it though?
The High Tower of Exelos has never been in any danger.
Yeah, but we've also never had these guys here before. She points to the...
Oh, the diplomats, you mean?
Look, I'm gonna be straight with you. There's hinky stuff going on. Major hinky.
Hinky.
So... discretion?
If you don't want me to call my head of security, I suppose I can honor that request. However, we will need to talk.
Think of it as a part promotion, just for a little while. We trust you more than we trust him.
You're in charge of security right now, anyways. Why bother him on his day off? Family emergency.
How much do you get paid?
Not enough.
Okay, I'll pay you a lot of money. Shush. But trust us. Just no collie.
You know it's illegal to bribe Excelosian guards.
You know I have a lot of shit in my chart. I'm in trouble for a lot of stuff. I don't care. This is very important, and you just have to trust us. I don't know, 750 Electrum.
750, you say?
Yes.
Doesn't have to be thought of as a bribe either.
Mm-mm.
You're still doing your job.
Yep.
Simply
Just keeping people
compensation
safe.
for services rendered.
Just an extra step of don't say anything to the head of security that we brought up, please.
Zera's gonna look at Chips and Finos and just be like, I don't know why, but as soon as Real opened her mouth, this just became a little more sus.
Well,
I won it for a reason.
That's a point.
come with me. I'll take you to the lift and have you sent up to the waiting room for the council to meet with you. They have been expecting these diplomats for some time now.
See? Hinky.
Before we go,
Promise it's a word.
Nero's gonna get in close and he's going to grab him on the shoulder and pull him in.
Can we trust you, Bellamere?
I don't know why you're being the way you are, but I am trustworthy to a fault.
May I roll insight?
Yeah, I was about to say insight check.
Absolutely.
I don't have my physical camera. Hold on.
Is it
Hands
another
in the
nat
air.
20?
Hands in the air. I don't know if you can see it.
No. Get closer. Closer.
Put your
Closer.
hand in it.
No, can't
There's
see.
no
is a nat
human, so
20
it's not like
though.
it
I
can.
see a kraken.
It's a nat 20,
I believe you.
I
which
believe
is a 29. Sorry, after the second one, I was like,
You have no reason to lie to me.
29.
From what you can tell of Bellamere, looking at him, he is the epitome of a by-the-book, no-nonsense cop, essentially. He's seems very straight and narrow, and you can hear a bit of genuine laughter kind of behind when he said trustworthy to a fault, kind of giving you the hint that he's not very good at lying, so he just tries not to anyways.
Nero's gonna give a big pat on the shoulder and say,
Excellent. Well, if the shit hits the proverbial electro fan, I hope you're there with us. Best of luck, Bellamere.
Well, let me escort you to the lift that will take you up. You need my access.
how many flights of stairs?
This tower is about 80 floors tall.
Nero's gonna look at the lift and just look at everybody else.
I don't know about you, but all of our non-manual, if you will, forms of transportation have wound up, well, not great. And if they have compromised the tower some way, I'd prefer not to be in a tiny metal box. But if it's the only option, I understand.
I can assure you it is perfectly safe. And he walks over, opens the door to the lift, taps his key card. Just hit floor 79.
Are you this worried about, or that worried about this, Nero?
Well, no matter what happens, we'll make it work.
I'll step in, and I hit the button, and I hit the closed door button.
So Finos just goes up by himself.
I'm gonna be the guinea pig. See what happens.
Fino!
And as the doors close and Finos begins to go up, that's where we're going to take our break.
Okay, there it is. I've had to go pee so bad. I can't focus.
We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Americans, I'm going to do you a favor. Americans, stop.
Oh, yes, this is me. I'm Americans. Apparently she's going to teach me how to say this word.
You okay, ready? Woo.
Okay, woo.
St.
St.
Now, I know you want to say Shire.
I really do. I really want to say Shire.
Yeah, so, sure.
Okay, sure.
Now let's put it all together. Woo. St. Sure.
Worcestershire.
You're doing great. This is amazing.
Stop.
Do it a little bit faster.
Oh, okay, little faster.
Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. Fuck!
Have you ever felt like you've had no energy like this guy?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. You should try Rogue Energy.
What's Rogue Energy?
Well, Rogue Energy is a new supplement that gives you all the energy you need with all the great flavors and no calories and no sugar. And it's easy to make, too. All you need is a 16-ounce glass of water, a scoop of your favorite flavor of Rogue Energy, and then the final step, shake it. Keep shaking. Ultra shake. Hyper shake. Shake it all the way! And now you can try it for yourself. Wow! Don't forget to use promo code Smoking Dragons at checkout for 10% off your order. Get your Rogue today.
Listen here, buds. Public service announcement for your friendly neighborhood Officer Rico. Now, you all know me. I'm all about donuts and Oreo balls. But what I'm here to talk to you about is a very important case. The Smoking Dragons need your assistance. For just $1 a month, you can have access to the most exclusive Patreon in the world. You will be able to hear such things as the Dragon's Lair podcast, exclusively only coming to Patreon. Nowhere else. Got some great stuff there. You want to hear dragon secrets? It's there. You want to hear personal life stuff from dragons sometimes? It's probably there. Do you want to go in deep with each of the dragons? Just takes $1 a month. And if I were Alyssa Milano, you'd definitely be giving $1 a month. Hell, you'd probably be giving more than $1 a month. But that's okay. The Smoking Dragons only need $1 a month. Sign up on Patreon today to get all the perks. Donate just $1 a month today to help save a dragon in need. Thank you, and good night, and God bless those Oreo balls. Pokeball? Holy fuck! And we're back. Alrighty. So, Finos went up the elevator, and Finos, as you start to go up, the parts of the building that are cement go past you until you are now on the outer edge of the tower, and you get to see the view span out as you continue to rise the floors of the tower. And it ding at floor 79. And the doors open, and it is a room you're relatively familiar with, the waiting room to meet with the High Council of Exelos. And so everything seems fine.
Kind of look around and say, maybe I'll be like thinking out loud to myself, maybe have the counselors bags that way for snipers in the class, and then I'll push the 1 again.
The doors close, and you descend down, and then the light kind of is shadowed as you enter back into the cement walls of the tower, and it heads down, and then the doors ding and begin to open.
So yeah, as the doors open, y'all see Finos is laying on the ground, and he's got a dagger in his chest.
Finos!
Oh God,
And
Finny!
Nero's gonna like rush and gonna start like you see his hand start glowing as he's about to like cast healing word.
I hold out my hand and I just start bursting out laughing and I say, "It's fine, Nero. I couldn't help."
Oh, gave me a heart attack, you jackass.
That was a good one, Finos.
Nero's gonna
Nice.
stand.
Well done, I suppose.
But you can see he looks like embarrassed.
Bellamere
Embarrassed is fine, not pissed.
has his hand on his waist and he's just like, oh. Whew. So, pranks aside, you ready to go up now?
Yes, I would say diplomats in the back.
Nero's
From
gonna
the glass.
reach his hand out to Finos to like help him up.
Yeah, grab it.
Prilin's gonna look over the security guard and just be like, I've never been here before, and I really, really didn't think I would actually meet the council. Can I stay down here? I don't think I should go up there. I don't think I'm coming back down. I don't think I'm gonna come back down. I don't think they're gonna let me go.
Please step inside the lift.
No, please. Please. I don't-
Zera's gonna grab their hand and just like, it'll be alright, Real. If anything goes wrong, I've got you back. And she gives you a wink that's very noticeable.
Oh God. They go inside the lift and just go as far as possible in the corner and just try to like breathe.
He taps
As
his
Zera's
key card.
sorry,
again.
as she's holding your hand, Zera's just gonna give you guidance. It won't really like do much, but just that there's a magical feel over you. She's trying to just make you feel better.
Aw.
You feel a calming, warm presence just kind of wash over you.
Is this the power of the moon god? Is this what I'm feeling right now?
It's the power of the Palm Pilot, baby.
Okay.
So he taps his key card again, hits floor 79. I'll be up with you shortly. Just have to prep my men.
Be smart, mate.
I'll see you up there. And the doors, and the elevator begins to, and you see the cement walls of the tower pass by you quickly, and then light as you see a vast view of all of southern Mithos above Exelos's skyscrapers as you continue to rise up higher and higher and higher until you ding reach floor 79. The doors, and there is a waiting room. Chips, you've also been in here before.
Just look how I remember it.
Oh, can I stay here?
For a few minutes.
Zera tracks
Until
her
we
in.
come in.
You guys
Zera's gonna
enter-
take Rillin over to one of the windows to just sort of look out at the city and be like, "See, looks pretty. I've never seen it like this before. Really
You
high.
see over the walls.
It's a very tall tower."
You guys actually can see over the wall of Mithos, and you can see the ocean once again. And down towards southern Mithos, you see the Cordovan Armada is still stationed out there.
Ew, the sun.
I'm gonna ask the diplomats. When did they expect you back?
That's a very good question. I'm not sure. let them know we would be back, and if they didn't hear from us in a week, to consider that a declaration of war.
I think it hasn't been a week.
Kiel comes up and signs a couple things. Oh, it wasn't a week. Oh, I believe Kiel here says that it was supposed to be 3 days.
Of course.
How long have we been here?
Almost that many.
Oh. Well, let's get this over with, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
You all hear bing, boom, bing, boom. Will the party escorting the diplomats please ascend to the 80th floor? The
Thus-
Grand Council will meet with you.
Cool beans.
Kind of just look a little bit disappointed. You know, like, well, job's done, but I'm still here. You know, so, and I'll say after you.
Referring to the diplomats?
Everybody.
Oh,
Just
okay.
referring to everybody.
Do you all ascend to the stairs?
No.
I'm sure it's fine. They'll probably just pardon you.
Sure.
You can keep holding my hand if that helps.
It does.
As you all ascend to the 80th floor. Oh, it feels like I'm back in GEO. Haven't said those words in a while.
Bring it on, Nova.
No. No.
As you ascend to the 80th floor, the room takes a drastic turn. It is vastly different than the floor below, with screens lining the walls, and it seems to be surveillance of all of Mithos. And you continue to walk through, and there is what looks to be a warforged in the shape of a female at a desk with 2 giant double doors next to them. Welcome. Prilin, Finos, Zera, Nero, Chips, and the diplomats from Cordova. Please, enter these doors to meet with the Grand Council of Exelos. The doors.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome. You have very nice manners. If only she knew, right?
Yeah.
Do you all enter
Very
the
slowly.
Grand Council room?
Don't wanna.
As you enter the room is very dark. For those of you with dark vision, can see 7 silhouettes
Okay.
across the room, sitting in chairs.
Okay.
And as you step closer, lights turn on, and you see the 7 Grand Council members of Exelos. All very old and elven. Seems like you notice perhaps wood elf Ladrin elf, high elf, dark elf, elves of all kind. Please step forward, says the high elf.
Is there a snow elf? I'm just asking for a certain race representation. Shout out Shiani.
No.
Okay, anyway. Step forward, I guess.
Very slowly.
You have completed your task. You've brought the diplomats to us. Your payment. He extends his hand, and out from the ground rise five safety deposit boxes. Your reward, 250,000 electrum.
Go to one of them and I grab mine.
Sad.
Put it under my arm.
Grab mine.
Zera's going to take a step towards, well, sort of away from them and just sort of in front of the group. And, sir, if I may be so bold, we've been through a bit to get them here. What's, if we may know, or if some of us may know, what's the plan with the diplomats after this?
It is not your concern. You did take your time getting them here. It was a very simple job. Take them from Zuros to here. And it took you nearly 3 days to get them here.
Outside forces acting against us. There's no way to help that.
What outside forces?
I'll laugh and I'll look around at all the screens and be like, don't tell me you don't know.
I would not assume you to be a fool, sir.
Weapon, remind me of your designation number once more. I'm getting old, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Finos.
FB 97.
FB 97. I don't believe we've had weapons with those designation numbers before. I believe it was XB 74. If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
It seems you all want to know what's going on. And he looks to the rest of the council members and they all nod. It seems the council agrees to let you know some things. I will tell you what is going to happen after this. We will be having a diplomatic meeting with these members from Cordova. Weapon X-74B. You will be returned to the weapons lab for processing and rehabilitation. You seem to have taken some heavy damage, which needs repair immediately. Nero Morrinvale, you will return to your church.
and continue to spread the good word that you always do. Speak nothing of what you have heard from Cordova. We will filter that information out through time. Zera Jarrent. Your grandparents will have to make an appearance in court within several weeks from now, due to handling volatile chemicals. If they are acquitted, then there will be no problems. However, if they are charged, they will be put in prison for war crimes. Rillen Ball. Even though you have done excellent work, you will still need to either pay a fine or spend, let's see, what were those charges again? Roughly 165 years in prison for all your crimes you have committed. In Chip's Dubbo, we have a special assignment for you after this is all over.
What is it?
You wish to disclose that information in front of everyone here?
They could be trusted.
Very well, as you wish. If Weapon X-74B is to run, you are to hunt him down and either terminate or bring him back. If Rillen Ball is inclined to run, you are to hunt them down and bring them back. If Zera's grandparents do not show up in court, you are to bring them back so they can stand trial and face judgment. Is that clear?
Yes, that is clear.
Then I hope you will accept this assignment. If not, there is one caveat. You will be tried for your unorthodox methods. We can no longer look the other way. So you either accept this mission or you accept prison time.
I guess I accept this mission.
Very good. Now, you are dismissed.
That's it?
No.
Did I leave anything out?
Yes. Rebel faction that's going to destroy this tower tomorrow. I don't believe our mission's over.
You also didn't mention what was going to happen with the diplomats.
As for the diplomats, when we reach a solution and treaty, we will then send people to Cordova in order to provide them with arms for their upcoming war. Cordova will win this war if they choose to accept our demands.
Having spent the most time with Kiel before Nero says anything to the council, Nero's going to mind link with Kiel, the mute one. And he's going to say,
It is true that you are diplomats here, which means that you also have requests that you can make. I strongly urge you to request our presence either in or nearby these conversations. It feels as if something is wrong. They are casually dismissing what is a strong threat, or ignoring it, or hiding it. For the sake of you, Mithos, and all of Cordova, take this into consideration.
You hear a long silence. I will talk with the others. And Kiel begins signing to Isidore.
As he does this, Nero's going to step forward and say,
With all due respect, Council, I appreciate the leniency and magnanimity, whatever, you have shown the Church of Eofa. However, this contingent that
he looks at Finos and tries to remember the designation. He goes, that Finos, as if like emphasizing, like, no, this is his name, mentioned. They blaspheme against the goddess, using her as motivation, or at least a symbol. And I cannot stand by this, and I will not leave until such things are addressed and not swept under the rug as some casual insect. Second, what is the fee of Prilin balls?
Well, Prilin Ball's fee would equate up to 500,000 electrum.
Excellent. Between mine and theirs, they have enough to cover it.
Oh, is it 250,000 total or each?
Each.
Yeah, they have enough to cover it.
Oh, each? Oh, shit.
You don't. Nero. Oh, God. You
are a bold one. However, if this rebel faction, as you call it, is blaspheming Eofa, then it seems to be the church's problem, not ours.
It's gonna be your problem. You didn't see the plans.
One of the elder women speaks up. This tower is guarded at the highest security.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way it can be penetrated or destroyed. So whatever.
That's what you think.
Whatever you may think would befall this tower, simply ludicrous.
I've broken in here before.
Maybe
not
it is one of your charges.
I know it's one of my charges, but if that was that simple for me, you think setting up something to explode wouldn't get under your guys' watchful eye? Or do you know about it and you just don't care?
Their plan will not work. This tower has faced other hardships, and it has not fallen. Therefore, I do not believe it will fall. The council doesn't believe that it will fall. As for the fine payment, please set it back where you acquired your reward, and we will accept it. Prilin Ball, you are hereby pardoned. as much as I would like to see someone of your renown be thrown in prison, the fine is paid.
Okay. Well, you can take your money back then.
So do you both set your cases on the table where you received your...
I never touched mine, so yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
And Isidore then pipes up, given all that we've been through, Grand Council, we would like to request that these 5 remain with us during our diplomatic talks. They've protected us from nefarious forces and got us here alive where we most likely wouldn't be. Well, Council. They all hesitatingly nod. We are agreed then. These 5 will accompany you until our diplomatic talks cease. Then, as directed before, with exception to Prilin Ball, those orders stand. If you disobey them, you are considered traitors to Mithos. And whatever nonsense about an attack on the tower needs to be forgotten, because it won't happen. In fact, from what I hear, the resistance is in shambles. Largely thanks to some of their operations suddenly combusting, one might say.
That just may make them bolder to move.
Weapon XB-47 or 74. If I wanted your opinion, I would ask it.
Of course.
His name's Finos. Their name's it's Finos.
XB
Finos.
74.
Finos.
Feel a little tug on your hand. I know I said I didn't think they were fools, but I'm changing my mind.
Very well. Shall we begin? They direct the diplomats towards their seats. They didn't have other seats prepared. They were only expecting 3. So the diplomats go and sit. Now, this war in Cordova. Tell me about it. And the diplomats begin to explain of the conflict arising in Armesia, with the Sultan deciding that he wants another grand cleansing, which they explain what a grand cleansing is, and it is essentially the elimination of every other race that is not human.
Sorry, you said that's what the Cordovans want?
No, that's what the Armesians want.
Oh, gotcha.
So the Armesians want the Sultan of Armesia wants a grand cleansing in order to purify the world. And they also explain that not more than 10 years ago, the Sultan was a a righteous ruler, a good man, and it seemed that he changed almost overnight and began amassing an army for 10 years and has now set it loose upon the kingdoms of Adalas and Cordova. And as we speak, the Armesian army has most likely closed in through the mountain entrance of Varia and has entered into Cordovan lands. So they are close. And full-on war will break out in Cordova. Many will die if they cannot broker a treaty with the Grand Council of Exelos. We're looking at full-blown genocide. The Grand Council, that is quite dire. And what would you have from us? Akko then speaks up. Your weapons would definitely bring an advantage to our side. We've seen things that are just so amazingly fantastical and nothing like the continent of Terra has ever seen. It is something that would greatly help us in pushing back these invaders.
The council members are looking old. Are any of them actually looking unwell?
What seems to be the head of the council table, a very older looking gentleman. He's occasionally, coughing. Seems like he might be sick. Well, apologies. What would you give us in return? Well, what is it that you want? We need help with a certain problem. Most of, he kind of hesitantly looks at the rest of you, not looking like he doesn't want to say this information, but you were requested to be here, so he kind of has to. All the rest of Mithos believes that the wall hasn't been penetrated. It has in the past. Pirates from Althea broke in to Mithos, stole some of our tech. And
Tug on Nero. He doesn't look so good. Are you able to do something?
Would Nero know that this appears more internal versus healing wise?
Yeah, this is more internal. It seems like perhaps a hereditary illness, most likely, just based on the cough.
Nero will mind link with Zera and say,
unfortunately, the one ailment I cannot heal is time.
Yeah, they're pretty bloody old, aren't they? This is definitely in head.
The gods can be benevolent in their blessings. but Arca takes us all in the end.
I think it might have affected their minds too.
He's going to actually like smile down at Zera and then kind of look coyly to the side at Prilin, and he's just gonna, to Zera alone, be like,
Elves, am I right?
Yeah.
and then he's gonna like stand back up and also give a side eye to Chips.
We wish for you to take care of these pirates and retrieve our missing technology. He's a pirate captain. Goes by the name Green Eye. I've not heard of the name. I'm sorry. Roughed up many guards. This Captain Green Eye and his crew. We still don't know how he slipped in. But whatever way he slipped in, he slipped right back out again. Since then, we have sent operatives outside the wall to search for them. To no avail. We've heard nothing back. And Akko then just kind of like just a little uncomfortable at how much just kind of looks at the head council member and pretty much is kind of uncomfortable with how like how much he's coughing. Are you okay? Fine.
Can we get someone to get you a lozenge or something?
Water?
It's fine. I'm okay.
You're not a great liar, though.
You see, as you look at this this Grand Councilman's face, you notice, like, as he's coughing, you see his like robes kind of like jostle a bit, and you see what seems to be his veins, and they are jet black. And one is starting to creep up his face. It is going more black as it goes up to his eye.
Can we see the other 6 council members?
Yes, you can.
Insight, do any of them like look not just like necessarily similar, but do any of them look suspicious or like looking at the person as the black is like setting in?
Concerned or anything, yeah.
Not even concerned, just like watching.
As you're looking, they don't seem to be looking at him. They're just looking straight ahead. They're focused straight ahead on the diplomats. And then as you see the veins, they start going more black and then start forming around his head, and what you see forms an eye, flaming eye, and his eyes start to glaze over, and you see his skin begin to tighten as the wrinkles go away, and he spits out this black ichor, and it goes to the ground, and he well, this is very nice. Where am I right now? And all the council members just look over confused as you see this grand council member who is now looking like he's in the prime of his youth. And the man looks behind him. Oh, this must be Mithos.
Still with the eye?
Yeah, still with the symbol of the flaming eye on him. Oh. I've never gone this far before. What an interesting turn of events. Oh, look at all of you. Oh, you're a big one. Pointing at Chips. Not seen an elf quite your size before. You remind me of someone, though. Long time ago. Oh, but he was a Goliath. Patrick Garland. What a wonderful, wonderful chap he was. What's wrong? Never seen a long distance possession before? No? Anybody?
No.
That's fine. I should introduce myself. They call me Sanix. Warrior extraordinaire, dabbler of the dark arts, servant of the god of destruction, Genesis. And he's coming, by the way. Mark my words. Just thought I'd let you all know.
Okay.
You all are taking this rather well. Who hurt you?
A lot of things.
One of the council members starts to walk over to him and touches his face, and his hand shoots out, grabs the head. Don't touch me. Crushes the skull. Ew.
Okay. I just had to read because I was making sure. I don't know if you saw, but I rolled a die. This is the first time anything over this has actually worked. But Nero is gonna close his eyes and then open it and say, Viofa. Humble him. We're level 10 now, and I just rolled a 10 on the percentile.
For divine intervention?
For divine intervention.
Yes! Dude! I love it when divine intervention works! I love it so much!
That's why I was freaking out, because I was I don't know, is he gonna say more stuff? But then he crushed the dude's head. Fuck!
Moon Mummy does love you.
As you say those words, the sun blacks out. And then the moon takes over the spot where the sun was. A moonbeam shoots into the tower. Much like how Thor uses the Bifrost, you see the visage of Viofa from the moon standing in front of you, hand outstretched. Be gone, weasel. And she lets out a strong gust of force, and it hits this Grand Councilman, and the eye begins to fade, and he crashes out the window as he soars down.
Councilman crashes out the window.
Yes.
He's dead anyway. Come on.
Dead.
You're not worthy.
I have goosebumps.
Holy shit. Moon mommy.
As she holds out her hand, she turns around and looks to all of you. Oh, that felt good. Well, looks like you all have some preparation to do.
Hi.
She gives a soft smile and walks over to you, Prilin, and touches your face.
Oh god.
And it is the same feeling that you felt when your hair was caressed. My child, everything can be forgiven. Maybe except for him. That's probably the only thing.
Prilin is crying. Happy tears.
You will go on to do great things. As will all of you. And the other council members are just stunned. And one just falls to their knees and just bows. We've let you go about too long. Here's what's going to happen. Everyone here receives a full pardon, and they are not to be touched. If one hair is harmed on any of their heads by any of you, or any that serve you, be sure that I will have Mistress Dia visit you herself and drag you straight to hell.
Viofa, forgive me, my goddess, but,
And he's gonna gesture to Zera.
without her, we would not be here. And while you stipulate in this room, may I request also her family members as well?
Thank you for reminding me. It was a bit hectic when you called me down. And also, young Zera here, her grandparents are not to be touched either. It is not their fault that this substance exists, at least in the capacity that it is now. Zera, darling Zera, your grandparents did not betray your trust. They did dispose of it. However, someone else got their hands on it.
Thank you.
Walk always in the light of the moon.
Yeah.
With you.
Now, what to do?
At this moment, Finos clears their throat. I'm not sure how to go about it, but I don't trust this council, and I don't want them to get off on any technicalities. You said not a hair on their head, and rub my bald head.
The one they call XB74, Finos. It's a turn of phrase, darling. You are not to be touched by them or any that serve them. As a demonstration of how serious I am, she points her hand at southern Mithos and tightens her fist. The wall That's better. That way you can see the sunrise. Right, Finos?
Thank you.
I believe that is all the time I have. Thank you, Nero.
Beautiful.
For all.
One more thing.
Yes.
Do I have to go hunt my friends and family down?
Of course not.
Okay, good. Okay.
You're free to do whatever it is you do, Chips. Just take it easy, okay?
You too.
Viofa, forgive me. One final thing. I can feel the connection waning, but were you able to look into that request?
Yes. Chips Dubbo. Ron Jenkins sends his regards. And he does not blame you for what happened. It's just a simple miscalculation, probably Jeb's fault. And she
tell Ron Jenkins that he's a good friend.
And as she's starting to leave, her hand outstretched caresses Nero's face. Thank you for always being a stout believer. You give me strength. And as the moonbeam rockets back to the moon and it impacts the moon, blackout, sun is back.
At this moment, I turn to Chips and I say, "You better fucking believe now, man."
I think
And with that, go ahead.
I think I do believe now. I'm a believer.
And with that, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for tuning in to session 7. We've only got 3 sessions left. 3 more sessions. And it is shaping up to be one hell of a finale. We are getting there. Did not expect Viofa to just show the fuck up.
Yes!
What a fucking roll. I love it when divine intervention works because it so hardly ever works unless you're level 20.
Right. So that's why I don't know if you saw me roll, but I was freaking the fuck out because I was
watching you the whole time. It was kind of distracting me from me talking. I was like,
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was just like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm
processing.
I'm like, what the fuck is he rolling? Why is he making that face? And then I looked over at the Discord and I'm like, oh, they're talking about the other thing. I guess that must be the thing. And then you said I just rolled a 10 on percentile. I'm like, oh shit, divine intervention, let's go! Oh my god, yes. It's so good. Such a fucking hype ending to this session. And I bet you guys did not expect to see Sanix.
Fucker. I mean, well done. But boo.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. I can't wait.
He's gonna be pissed.
I can't wait for more stuff to come cropping up, you know? I mean, there's still more to come. I mean, what's everybody going to be doing for these last 3 sessions? Who knows? You want to find out? Tune in next time. Yes, who am I again? I know you got something.
Oh, sorry, you were doing the wrap up. I was like, I got excited. I was doing post stuff and we hadn't done the wrap up, and
Yeah.
you're literally doing it right now. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, wrap up.
I'm doing the wrap up. Yeah. But yeah, we've been the Smoking Dragons, and there's 20 sides to every story. Come and be a part of ours. Thank you. Good night. We love you. Stay safe. Stay tuned for the raid, and make sure if you need to catch up on episodes, they're all on YouTube in a playlist. All Arcadia stuff. Just binge all the Arcadia stuff so you know what's going on, because it's all connected stories. I'm building a multiverse, but it's in the same universe. It's like a cinematic universe, but dungeonatic universe. Yeah, whatever. Bye.